What's going on, my YouTube friends and family? I hope you all are having a wonderful, phenomenal, great day. I think it's time we finally sit down and talk about Modern Warfare 3 Zombies a little bit, because we're partway through season 1. We just had the Christmas update. I did this footage right before everything swapped over to the Christmas update, so you're not going to see any of the new Christmas skins or anything like that. But as far as content we even got for that update, it was just reskinned zombies and snowballs that didn't do much of anything, and it was pretty garbage. If you guys remember Cold War and their Christmas update, it was amazing. It was phenomenal. We had snowballs that would do one frost damage, but it would freeze enemies, and then once you broke them, it would drop better loot. I remember getting rayguns and different stuff like that. It was worth it. This one is not. We don't have anything. The zombie Santa boss is in Warzone, not zombies, which makes absolutely no sense. Why have a zombie boss in something that's not even zombies? I don't know. Anyway, that's just a little bit of a rant, and I'm going to be going on a bigger rant because the game, it's fun. I love it. I love zombies. I've been a huge zombie fan. I've been playing since World at War in 2009. I've been playing all this time. So I know I know a thing or two, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. But with all that being said, the game just doesn't have much substance here. And if you guys remember season 3 of Cold War, we got Outbreak, and we didn't get any Easter eggs. It was just the base Outbreak with you running through I think four different worlds that there were at the time. And it was very stale. It was very rinse and repeat. We didn't have much to do aside from going to higher rounds, higher levels. It was a great way to get your crystals to upgrade your perks and your skills and all that stuff in the main menu. But apart from that, season 3 was pretty bland, and that's where I'm currently at with Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. It's just rinse and repeat, really bland. You have the same objectives. I appreciate with season 1 that they added a new act, but there was literally only one mission. It was go into the Dark Ether, you kill the worm, and then you're gone. There was nothing more than that, and there hasn't been. Still no word on a round-based type of thing, and yes, I love round-based, but I also feel like these type of modes draw more people together, and it has, because Outbreak was, I guess, a good mode and everybody loved it, and then that's why they expanded on this and made open world zombies and all that stuff. But there's no substance. There's nothing here. There's no Easter eggs. Outbreak had Easter eggs. There was stuff that you could do, stuff you could find out, and then obviously round based, they had the main Easter egg story, and Outbreak had it as well. But later on, with Outbreak Easter egg 1 and Outbreak Easter egg 2, but there's no Easter eggs in this game. You can throw a Molotov onto a campfire and you can get jugged that way, or drive off the Eagle and you can get speed cola, or run up a building and you can get stamina up. But that works for only one person in a match, and it's just a perk can. Like, you can go to the tier 3 zone and spend $2,000 and you can get a perk. You can spend $18,000 and get all 9 perks. Yeah, my math is mathing. I just woke up not too long ago and I had some stuff I wanted to say. I don't even know if this will be the final edit or if I'll try again. But I do have a list of things I wanted to talk about, and the lack of content was one of them. And like, I'm hoping that we get more stuff, because so for me, like, I love doing Easter eggs. I love completing as much of the game as I can. But like, I've done that. Like, we streamed all of the acts, all of Act 4, which was, a mission. We've done Red Worm a few times. I still need it to get Pack 3 Crystal. But like, rinse and repeat bosses. We've had Red Worm, or the Worm, 3 different times now. End of Act 3 mission, Act 4 mission, and then the Red Worm, which, yeah, one's blue, one's red, but it's still the worm. Like, we need more enemies, more bosses. We could add the Tempest in here. I wouldn't be opposed to even having the Megatons back. Like, that would be pretty sick. Bring Nova Crawlers back. I mean, we kind of got those with the little Retchlings, but it's not Nova Crawlers. The Mercs can go. The cooldown on all of your schematics needs to frickin' go. Like, this game is not content creator friendly or even hardcore zombie fan friendly. It's specifically for the casual zombies player that gets pissed off with Warzone and wants to hop into something to cool down. Like, this isn't straight up for zombie players. It, like, most of us play maybe 3 hours, 2 hours a day. You could go to almost round 100 in 3 hours on Cold War. And with this, like, you have 2 hour cooldown on your perks in the green ether tool. Like, you're not going to be able to get much done. You work your butt off to get the Pack 3 Crystal, and you have to wait 72 hours. Like, what is that? Like, I want to be able to use my stuff that I work so hard for, but not have to wait freaking 72 hours. Like, this is a paid mode. This isn't free to play. I spent $40 on this game. Like, I don't want to just sit there and not be able to enjoy everything that I've gotten. Like with Cold War, you played, you leveled up, you got your crystals, and you use those things to upgrade your perks and your skills and have different things that your weapons could do, but you didn't have a cooldown on stuff. Like, that would be absolutely ridiculous. It was grindy, but it was worth it in the end because you were basically a god if you're good at the game. Because I have some people that aren't the greatest, and they'll admit it. But like, it was fun. Like, you could grind your tail off, you get crystals, and you have rewards for it. With this, you grind your tail off, you get rewards for it, but you have to wait 72 hours to be able to use something. You have to wait 24 hours to use the frickin' raygun or the Wonderwaff or the Scorcher, and there's like no point in any of it because you can't even use it one time, and then you're at the risk of lagging out of the damn game and losing everything. Like, I remember one time I popped a ray gun and I lagged out of the game, and like I lost it. I can't even use it for that freaking day. And here we are in season 1. It's hit or miss with PlayStation, and on PC it's still awful. Like, my PC friends, like, they're horrified at even hopping into a game because they just have that fear in the back of their head that they're going to lag out and lose everything. Even yesterday when I was streaming, my buddy Duffelbag, we were trying to get into tier 5, and we were looting up. We were running into tier 3. He was on one side of the map getting his tombstone. I was on the other, and he just was running in place and lagged out the game. He got error in application and everything, and lost everything that we had built up for. And like, it's the exact same thing on PC, but more prevalent. It happens more often, and even textures and other visual things aren't like loading and working. Like, one of my buddies, he sends me pictures all the time, and it's like he looks at one area of the map and it's just a bright freaking blue or green, any color of the rainbow, just emits all over his screen. I could even pull it up on my phone and show you guys, but it's just absolutely ridiculous. It's atrocious. Like, why do they keep coming out with unreleased games and then expect everybody to be happy with it, and then they have this garbage of cooldowns or garbage of a time limit, and like, we're not even able to enjoy playing stuff because it's just constant garbage. Like, video games are supposed to be an escape from everything around us. Like, it's like watching a movie or reading a book. Like, it puts you in a world where you can enjoy it. And in this, like, we have fears in the real world, and then we have fears playing a stinking game because, like, we can't even play it without losing everything that we worked hard for. So, with all that, cooldowns need to go. The time limit needs to go. If the time limit doesn't go, at least add more time to it. And what makes no sense to me is, okay, so you spend 45 plus 15 minutes into a match. If you choose to go into tier 4 or tier 5 zone, then you have 30 minutes and 15 minutes respectfully. But then you're looted like a god, right? But it doesn't put you into another match. It's right back to the main menu. And you don't even get to use the points that you earned. And it doesn't take away the stuff that you just got from there. I feel like there should be another option. Do you choose to exfil, or do you choose to get put into another match? Because, like, you have maybe 90,000 points at that point. I know we did when we were running just regular world and then hopping into the tier 4 or tier 5. Like, we had 90,000 points, 100,000. And that's just solely from running the game how it's intended. Like, we hopped straight into tier 3 zone. We farmed every contract until the timer started counting down with the zone closing in. And then I think there's 6 minutes left before the zone completely closed. We hopped into the tier 4 or tier 5 portal, and we went and farmed those contracts and everything. And yeah, we had 100,000 points, but you can't use that. It doesn't in the points. So, not trying to get off topic, but like, we have some DMZ elements in this game, but then the money and essence that you get doesn't even count towards your cooldown, but it would on DMZ. In DMZ, you had a wallet. You could spawn in with points. We don't even have that in this game. So there's like, everybody's glitching the game out, doing their tombstone stuff, And it's just like, listen to the fans, give us what we want so we can enjoy your game. Yes, some people exploit it, but if you had these other things, there wouldn't be all these exploits, I don't think. If they had a wallet system and you could extract with your essence, put the cap at 100,000 or something like that, and then let people spawn in with that money, there probably wouldn't be these people running around with 90k points, dropping it for people because they don't even have points, and then lagging out and then losing everything. Like there's no point. There's no point in continuing to play with nothing to play for. Like what more end game content is there? Just grind camos? Like, yeah, I love doing camos. Like I have Dark Ether on Cold War, and I'm working towards the Borealis camo or whatever it is on the MW3 weapons. But apart from camos, apart from the story missions, like you can't even redo your story missions. You can do the final act 1, 2, 3, and like the 4, but none of the other stuff. We have the rewards in your stash. There's the acquisition, rewards, and stash, I believe. There's 3 things there. But you don't get any more like rewards from doing stuff. So it's just a waste of a space. There's like, increase the space or something so we can actually have more loot. And then there again, people are having to glitch the system out to be able to enjoy the game and have stuff. And like me, I've never glitched it out. So I've always had like the below 10 limit. And I remember at the beginning of Season 1, I had a few rayguns in there and a few Wonder Waffs. I think I had 8 out of 10. And then with Season 1, all of that was gone. Like I lost all of the stuff that I was stashing there. And that's like, are you kidding me? Like I can't get this back. I have to go log in a day to be able to put whatever back in the stash. Like there's no point in doing this. Like just change it so we can enjoy the game. Like we paid for this. Even if you didn't pay for it, like it's your game. Like let us enjoy it. Like I don't want this rinse and repeat garbage. And like back on the Easter eggs thing, the rinse and repeat, nothing to do end game wise. Like I have people coming in my stream asking me if I want not schematics, but pack crystals or anything like that, because they don't have anything to do. I had one guy say that he has literally nothing to do with this game. There's no end game content for him. So he just goes and drops loot for people and, might help them with like a mission or something. And that's how it is for all of us. Like aside from camo grinding, and a lot of people don't do camos. They don't care about camos. There's nothing there for us. Like wasn't gonna, like, I'm getting tongue-tied. I can count on, just scratch that. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting far too ahead of myself. I've done the Cold War Easter eggs hundreds of times. Outbreak Easter egg 1, I can probably count on one hand how many times I've done that. This is another topic. That Easter egg's horrible. Okay, but with this, like, there's nothing to do. Like if I hop into a game of Cold War, I'm either gonna high round or I'm gonna do an Easter egg. Like there's so much side content there. On Forsaken, you can do the pizza Easter egg. You can get the Perkaholic Easter egg and get all your perks. There's just a lot of other stuff there that you can do, and it's worth replaying multiple times because you have rewards, you have things you can do, people you can play with. So for years they have us playing with 4 people, and then with this it's 3 people. So you can pick and choose who you're gonna play with, which of your friends you like the most, and then you know, just leave the other guy behind. Like, so many of us, we've met so many people over the years playing zombies who are, you know, a part of our family. Like, they're our friends, and we can't even play with the people we want to play with because we can only have 3. You can try to split people up and try to get into the same game, but that's like hit or miss, and you're just left there feeling like chopped liver. Like, I have friends now, but like, I've always been a solo player, and you know, I'm decent at the games and everything, and but it's a topic that people want resolved. Like, they want to be able to have 4 people spawn in the game with 4 people. Yeah, yeah, you can have 6 people a part of, you know, a team or whatever in the game, but let us have 4 people we can spawn in with, or how many friends we want, and then let us be able to enjoy the game. Let me pull out my phone here and look at the other topics that I wanted to talk about, because the more I talk and sit here and think about it, the more pissed off with this game I am. And like, don't get me wrong, like, I love it. It's fun, and I hope that there's more that they add. But at this point, it's stale. We don't really have anything we can do. Rinse and repeat. PC issues. Lagging out. It's season 1. That shouldn't be a thing. The story, there's like not really that good of a storyline. But so I'm kind of confused at where they're going with this. Okay, if the next Black Ops game is supposed to be a sequel to Black Ops 2, taking place in 2030, what happened to Gulf War? Like, is that still being a thing? And if it is that going to take us back right after Cold War happens with like Peck and everybody there? Because so far we had Cold War's the new storyline, then we have Vanguard, and that jumps us into the past, and obviously we all know how that game was, and how that wasn't well received, rightfully so. And then we have Modern Warfare 3, and that takes us into the future, present day ish. And the storyline is, so Samantha's calling from the Dark Ether. She's a Dark Ether being, so probably evil or something like that. Weaver's dead. Everybody we loved in Cold War, they're like dead. And then jumping with this game, we have new characters like Ravenov's back, and then we have Eva Jansen, and why does it keep jumping from the past to the future, and then this new Call of Duty game is supposed to be in the past, in the future? Why just constantly jump all over the place? Give us one solid story like we had with the original games. It's just ridiculous. Like, I don't want there to be just a jumbled mess of story. Just give us something. Start with an old game, then work our way towards, you know, the future or something like that. Maybe that's all I guess I touched on everything that I already wanted to talk about. But like, there's just not a lot of stuff here, guys. And like, I want to know what your guys' thoughts are, obviously. And I know this isn't like probably that great of a video, but I just wanted to kind of rant kind of cook a little bit, talk about things, because there needs to be more, I think, feedback to Call of Duty about what we want. And like, obviously this mode is good, and we want to have things expanded. I want more zombies. Like, I don't want to run around this map and not find zombies. I've had this happen. I want there to be round based, obviously. Even if we don't get round based in this game, bring Onslaught into it. Like, I made that video. It was a real quick, short little, I think 13-minute video about a month ago talking about Onslaught being a good round-based alternative for MW3. It was just kind of me there again ranting and talking about how good we were eating with Cold War content. We had a lot of zombie stuff there. We had the round-based Outbreak, Onslaught, Cranked. That was a nice little drift I did there. But like, stop giving us half-assed games with not a lot of zombies content, but then, you know, have bosses, new, like seasonal bosses, but then bring them to Warzone. Don't do that. Bring them to the zombies mode. Cater towards the people that bought the game, not the free-to-players. Like, Warzone's free-to-play. Give us more support than the free-to-play game. It's free-to-play. It shouldn't be they get better content than we do. I'm tired of zombies just being touched on here and there, and then, oh, you know, you can buy this skin and you can have 2 free epic tools with this $20 skin. Stop that. Stop. Like, the strike team operators, they're cool to a certain extent, but there's no life there. Like, I want Richtofen back. I want, you know, those characters, what was the crew from BO2? I can't even, I'm drawing blanks. The Victus crew, and I thought there was one with the C. Yeah, I'm drawing absolute blanks right now, and I apologize. I rarely played BO2 just because, like, I didn't have consoles and everything growing up. Like, I had a PS2. We didn't have zombies on PS2. And I had a GameCube, and it wasn't until PS4 that, like, I was able to fully play zombies like I wanted to, because I could only play at my cousin's. I grew up poor. Okay, it's just we didn't have a lot. I wasn't well off like other families and other kids, but that's just one blah blah blah. But yeah, BO2 wasn't one that, like, I played all the time. It was mainly like Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 3, and then, you know, everything after that I've played the crap out of. I forgot where I was going with this, but, like, give us those characters that have some depth to them and more of a meaning, and not these people that just say one-liners all the time, and it's the same one-liners all the time. It's annoying. There's something else. I can't even remember, but yes, guys, tell me your thoughts. What are you thinking about Modern Warfare 3? Oh, the wow factor. That's what it was. I want maps again, right? That you go into and it's just like, wow, this is amazing. Like, they did a phenomenal job with this. Like, I don't really care for Shadows of Evil. I know that's probably not the best thing to say. Like, I don't know the Easter egg. Like, I've never done the Easter egg on there. I've attempted it, but I'm not, like, you know, that big with the Black Ops 3 Easter eggs. But I'm not opposed to it. But even hopping into that map, like just aesthetically, the design of it, it's like, wow, this is really well done. Like they did a really cool job with this. The Margot was sick. The spores and all this stuff, like it's got that steampunk feel, and it's like you're transported to another world, and it's like, wow, this is really cool. Der Eisendrache is another beautiful map. I love Der Eisendrache, and it's like, it's a castle, but it's up in the mountains, and the Nazis had it, and it's aesthetically it's really cool. It's beautifully lit. There's cool design and everything around you. And then jumping onto like the BO2 maps with transit, like transit's hit or miss. People say they love it now, but I remember playing it and watching videos, when it came out, and people were hating on it pretty hard. BO1, I mean, we had Ascension, Kino, Shangri-La, and a bunch of other maps, and like playing those at the time, it was like, wow, this is really, really cool. Like, what is this? I want to know more about this world. We don't have that with this game. Now, going into the Dark Ether in this game for the first time, it was like, wow, this is really, really cool. They did a good job with it. And then the more you look at it, and I don't want to diss on the developers or anything like that, but like they did a good job with the wow factor. But then once you start looking at everything, it's rinse and repeat. It's the Al Mazrah temple, courthouse, whatever thing. I don't know. But it's just rinse and repeat. And yes, the World at War zombie maps were rinse and repeat, but they had their own spin on it. Noct, was in one of the story missions, but it was different than what was in the campaign. Even with Cold War, it's more of a down to earth, realistic approach to zombies, but you still had that like wow factor. You could go into the Dark Ether through the portals and D-Machine, and it's like, wow, this is really sick. They did a really good job with this. There's that wow factor there. Like, oh my gosh, what have I just been transported into? Tell me more about this. And there's the music that grabs you, and just everything about all these games, and it grabs you. That's why people continue to play it, because it's what they love. With this, it's like, what? There's no real music. The absolute banger that's in the lobby is the best music that you'll probably ever hear come out of this game. And that's kind of sad to say, but it's an absolute banger. Like, get in there. I'm starting up stream, and I'm just, I'm grooving. That's really, really good. But yeah, just give us more, please. I think that's all for now. Like, I could probably keep on rambling and everything, and I apologize, but I wanted to talk about things. I don't have anything written down. I had a couple of things on my phone that said a couple of things that I wanted to talk about, like time limit, cooldown on schematics, PC fixes, and Easter eggs, because I want more to do in this game. But like, I'm solely going off of everything in my head, trying to process and speak it out as best as I can. And obviously there's been a few times that I've stopped to kind of think and get my train of thought back, but I want to know what your guys' thoughts are. I've read comments, and I've on other people's videos, I've had people tell me like what they want added to the game, what would bring it more life, but I want to know that from you guys. So tell me what your thoughts are in the comments. Am I being too critical on the game? Should I lighten up a little bit? Give me some feedback as well. But most importantly, I want to know what you guys are thinking about Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. What they can change. What you want to see more of in this game, and just other stuff like that. And as always, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. Thank you for the absolute love and appreciation that you guys have for me and the content that I've been putting out. Obviously, I'm trying to get better, and you can only get better if you continue to do more. And I'm trying to do that, and I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all, and I will catch you in the next one. I'll catch you on stream, and yeah, peace everybody. Love you all.